What is up, everybody? Ninja Nick here with Tactical Gaming, bringing you guys an annoying video. And this right here is what's wrong with comp, right? This has nothing to do with netties or nothing like that, but oh man, this is what's wrong with comp. Now, before we fully get into this, make sure you guys go check out w.gg and use my code TacticalGaming90 for 10% off. You guys get 10%, I get a discount, or I get like a kickback. W gets business, win-win for everybody, right? This match is the epitome of what's wrong with comp, right? So this is how it ended. We ended up with 4 DPSs, 1 healer, 1 tank. Me solo tanking, right? Go figure. Now we're gonna watch this. This was aggravating, right? This was poor teamwork. This was like, this was a lot. This was a lot. But yeah, so we have Rick literally healer. So I was like, okay, no tanks yet. I'm gonna choose a tank. So right, like so far so good, right? I was like, okay, we have 2 healers. That's awesome. I was like, well, we need a tank. I switched to tank. Then it's like, oh, 3 DPSs. All right, so it's quite literally, it was until someone switched to mag. I was like, oh yeah, I'm not the only tank. I'm happy. Cool, right? So we have 2 tanks, 2 healers, and 2 DPSs.
Stay strong.
Not for long, right? So take a wild guess. Just take a wild guess before it happens. Who do you think is going to switch off of a character, and not only switch off of a character, but as soon as we're not doing good, is going to initiate a quit, right? They're going to quit, and then switch off. Just take a wild guess which one it is before it happens. It's going to be a little bit, before it happens, but just you wait until you see how it happens, right? It's going to be not too entirely surprising.
They look like they mean business.
So I'm like, okay, shield. Like, okay, let's go. For some reason, they all decided to back off instead of like focus fire on the front tank right there and get him eliminated. So I'm like, okay, well, back up because I don't want to like get wiped out by their entire team. And then my team proceeds to stagger themselves. Right? Now, Mag is doing what he's supposed to be doing. He's helping everyone else. I'm pretty much trying to get all these people to focus fire on me so that my team can do what they're going to do. I get eliminated, right? Ooh, just wait. Just wait. Like, this enemy team is going to push on a solid basis. Solid basis.
You need to stop that
So I'm like,
vehicle.
okay, well, I'm not going to keep going that way. I'm like, I'm going to stay back here. Like, literally, majority of my team was 0 this entire time, almost. So I'm like, okay, I need health. I'm like, okay, back up to him. I was getting a little bit of health. I was like, oh, thank you, but not enough. Not enough on that one. And then, next! Like, in my opinion, I think literally trying to queue up for a quit shouldn't be a thing in quick match, or not in comp. Like, quick match, whatever. You want to quit and leave, cool, whatever. That's quick match. Not in comp. Being able to quit in comp doesn't make any sense, like, at all. Like, why would that be a feature in this game? You know what I mean? That's one of the most annoying things to me, is having a team-based game where you can have a team member or multiple team members literally just queuing up for quitting. Like, I was stuck between a rock and a hard place right there. Like, it was so bad. So bad.
They hit a checkpoint.
Wait, just wait.
Might be a good time to stop
Just
them.
wait. Because you're gonna see the quit happen as soon as like it becomes us become the attackers, right? Once we become the attackers, the first quit initiating happens, and then someone switches because we don't quit. Just take a wild guess which one it was. I'm gonna laugh, like if some of you all get it right.
Hostile ahead.
But yeah, in my opinion, it shouldn't be a thing to the point to where like in a comp match, y'all can quit. And if it's gonna be a thing to where like your team members can quit and cost you points, it shouldn't cost you points. You know what I mean? Again, in any sense of the word, it shouldn't cost you a loss. It shouldn't cost anything. If you want to give a win to the enemy team, cool, whatever. But like, in my opinion, there should be no quit feature at all in comp. That makes no sense. It's a competition match. There should be no quitting whatsoever. There should be trying to win. If you lose, you lose. Like, quitting shouldn't be a thing. Like, at all. Like, whatsoever. Okay, so, we didn't do too good.
0, 2.
Now, this is still winnable.
Time
Right?
to switch
This
sides,
is still winnable.
including which side you're on.
Excuse me. Alright, still winnable, but
You'll need
just
a top
wait.
notch team to win this one.
So we're all choosing our characters. I was like, well, tank, solo tanking, because the other tank decided to switch off. Right? Now we're at 3 healers, 2 DPS. Right? Right? That's what it's looking like right now, right? Just wait until the match gets ready to start. Just wait. Match starts. They initiate a quit.
You nerds better be reading it,
Right?
or the writer's gonna cry.
No one quits.
Just download
Right?
Marvel
We're like, no.
Unlimited on the App Store.
No one quits. Guess who's about to
30
switch?
seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Boom.
Do you still drive around in an old van?
Just
full of
wait.
rocket launchers and
Just
grenades
wait.
and nuclear
Just
warheads
wait.
and
Bam.
stuff?
Switched off of healer. They went from being a healer, they were Invisible Woman or whatever, and switched to Black Widow. They deliberately switched to Black Widow, and they didn't initiate anyone on like who was doing bad, right? They're like just bad. Like, yeah, the whole team's not doing good, right? Like, look at our score.
Got it?
We had 2 people who were 1. The person who had 1, they went from a healer to a DPS. Like, they should have just stayed healer, right? Like, look at the heals we were getting on my team. Look at my heals on my team. 7, 2, and 6. So I'm literally the only tank now. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna be aggro as all hell. My team is constantly backing up. They're not really doing very much of anything. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I am just going to be hyperly aggressive. Turned around to make sure my team was pushing. They were several feet behind me. Still behind me. I'm already in spawn. They're nowhere near with me yet. I am taking on majority of the team by myself. Solo tank. Taking on the majority of the team by myself. Just you wait until you see. Like, I have... You guys saw it. We ended with 4 DPSs. Guess who's going to have more damage dealt? Just take a wild guess who's going to have more damage dealt out of everyone on the team. Is it going to be me or one of the other DPSs or healer, right? Bam! We caught the point. Your guys is welcome. You're welcome for still being the only tank after the other tank switched off to a fucking DPS. I think they might have switched to healer. I don't know. Because we had 1 healer, we need 2. Right? So I'm like, okay, well, whatever. So we need... This is the problem. No one's focusing fire. I'm trying to focus fire, but then it's like everyone just scatters. It's like scatterbrain going on. It's like, why are you guys doing this? Like, what is going on here? There's no strategy. There's no tactic. It's like, what are you guys doing? Their team's healers are on point. This is why, like, teamwork matters. The enemy team's teamwork, perfect. Our teamwork sucks. Like, team-based game, teamwork freaking matters, right? I'm sitting here just trying to lay down as much damage and protection as possible. Popping up my shield as soon as it becomes available, using my freaking turrets as soon as they're available, using my breath and my chomp as soon as it's available. Like, I am just like constantly doing stuff. Like, constantly. Like, look at this. I'm all working myself through freaking multiple different people's ults.
Us against the world.
Here comes another, like, ult. Enemy ult right there. Just laying down damage. And throughout this, I was having team members just constantly. Like, we have another person, I think it was, Sue? No, Doomsday. Doomsday ends up initiating a surrender as soon as they become the only healer. Because I think Sue switches off of Cloak and Dagger and goes on to DPS as well. So far, look. Damage 14,000. I have the highest damage so far. And yet I have 3 DPSs on my team. How is it I have more damage being done and more damage blocked, higher accuracy rate? Well, okay, not higher than Sue right now, but that dips down quick as shit. But literally, it's like almost had thing, but then for some reason my team's like, nope, never mind. So I'm like, oh, okay, well. Staying alive, staying alive, staying alive. Just trying to get rid of freaking one of their tanks. I'm like, okay, they got 2 tanks. I gotta get rid of one of them. Finally got rid of Emma, but died. But hey, at least I got rid of their Emma, right? For whom do you use him? Oh my god, that's a great name. Didn't even read the enemy team's name. I'm like, do I want to? I was like, fine, I'll help. Because it's either you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, if you help. Luckily, I didn't get anyone's on here going, oh, trash tank. I was like, because if so, I would be like, I'm the only tank at the end of that match. Everyone else was DPS or healer. I'm very happy no one said anything about it too, because I was like, I have more damage done than my fucking DPSs. That shouldn't be a thing. A tank player should not have more damage done than the fucking DPSs. DPSs should have the damage done and eliminations. But my team, nope. And we're all relatively like even when it comes to eliminations and deaths on this team. So like this was just bad teamwork. It really was. If we were more concise and more like actually on point when it came to like who we're going after and everything, it would have been a different story. But yeah, like I don't know when it was, but at some point in time, like it was like the entire team just decided to quit. Like literally, me and one other person didn't want to quit this match. It's like we lose points either way. You lose the same amount of points whether you like quit or continue through. So I would rather get more points so I can level up my character more than, you know, have little amount of points for a loss and then, you know, everything else. Even though I'm still technically doing my placement matches because I haven't been placed in comp yet, because doing this is like getting your teeth pulled. Like literally. And then bam, Sue switches off to freaking Squirrel Girl. We're now at 4 DPSs now. We now have 4 DPSs. We have a Squirrel Girl, a Punisher, we have a fucking Black Widow, and we have an Elsa Bloodstone. Only person who stayed a tank. Only person who stayed a tank. So I was like, you know what? Hey, whatever. That's fine. 40,000 damage blocked. I'm guessing Bliffy must have been the other tank that I had. But yeah. This was so bad. I'm like, well, I gotta do something. I'm staying right here. I'm not leaving this point. It's like, nope. I'm gonna hold it until my team gets up here and like starts helping. Nope. Like literally, like towards the tail end of this,
1, 2,
I had
3.
several of my teammates queuing up for quitting. Like, one person went up for a quit, and the other person went out, and I'm like, what are you guys doing? Why are you doing this? Like, the time it takes to sit here, pause the game, go into settings, and hit quit match, that takes at least 5-10 seconds. So why are you using those 5 to 10 seconds to try to quit the match instead of trying to coordinate with your team? And then here's the end results. Damage done, 21,000. Like, Punisher barely did better than me. Barely. And then you look at all the others. Now, technically, Squirrel Girl doesn't count because Squirrel Girl changed last minute. But look at this. Look at damage output done. Insane. And then you look at my accuracy for, like, what I was doing compared to everyone else's. And then you look at damage block. Holy shit. Now, this person's healing. They should have stayed a fucking healer. At least I'm happy this person stayed one. At least Doomsday stayed a healer. I was very happy on that, but it irritated me because they were the one at the end who was initiating a quit instead of being out there healing their team. And this is the problem right here. You literally have people who are quitting the match because instead of going, oh, well, I lost. Even if you quit, you're still losing. Play the game. Don't be a quitter. It's worse being a quitter than it is, like, losing a match. I'd rather lose a match legitimately than sit there and be one of the people who are like, I'm gonna quit. But yeah, Marvel Jesus didn't do that good. Like, literally. Had the most deaths on the team. And they were the ones who were saying the team was doing bad. It's like, you had one of the lowest scores on the team, minus Doomsday, but even then, Doomsday had more healing than you did, and you started out as a healer. You started out as one of the best healers, matter of fact. One of the best healers, and you only had 7,000 healing by the time you decided to switch. And then you only did 11,000 damage, and you switched to DPS well before the Elsa Bloodstone and the freaking other person did. So that's ridiculous. So it's like, this is why they need to take this feature out. You should not be able to quit. You should not be able to sit here, pause the game, go to settings, and quit match. That should not be a fucking thing. At all. Like, whatsoever. That's one of the most annoying things in this game when you're in a comp match and your team's just like, oh, quit. Oh, we're not doing that good, so we're gonna quit. No. Quitters in comp are the worst thing to deal with. I am sick and tired of dealing with it. And look, what a joke. It's like, really? Like, really? Like, that's what they said. No good. It's like, no good? Yeah, no, the team wasn't doing too good. But they didn't specify that they weren't doing good or the team wasn't doing good. They were like, no good. And then, what a joke. Yeah, that was a joke. The teamwork sucked. The teamwork sucked. But, of course, the person who had the worst score on the team has the biggest mouth. Ironic, isn't it? And look, I'm only 7 out of 10 placement matches in, and, like, we're 2 weeks into, I think, the season, or 3 weeks into the season, I think it is. Yeah. It's like pulling teeth. Yeah, we're going to week 4 now. So, it's like pulling teeth now, thanks to this solo queuing, and it's because I'm a solo queue. Like, I don't have an actual solid base. I do play with my wife on occasion. Like, if I'm playing with anyone, it's usually always my wife. But it's like, man, that is the problem with comp, right there. Right there. Quitters in comp is the problem. You have quitters and throwers that are making it so unbearable for people that want to play comp. Which is then even more annoying because if you want to actually try to go into, like, the tournaments and join in on tournaments and stuff and possibly win a decent amount of money, you have to get to platinum. But then they will let some random-ass Overwatch fucking streamer who's never really played Rivals except for a little bit, they allow that motherfucker to come into a 300k tournament, ruin it for his team because he didn't want to play the role or the character that his team wanted him to play. So it cost them the tournament. What the fuck is that, Rivals? What the hell is that, NetEase? Like, you're going to require people like me who play this game on a regular basis, who know the rules, who know how to play, who know stuff, right? You require us to get the platinum to be able to join an esports team or create one. But you're going to let some random Tom, Dick, and Harry off the streets who's never really played the game join because he's a famous Overwatch streamer. Make it make sense. You're going to really piss off your fan base for this game, and you're going to make it to a point to where you're not going to have a solid player base. Yeah, you're going to have people continue playing the game, randomly logging in and playing the game, but you're not going to have a solid base of people who are going to want to play this game if you're going to bring random motherfuckers into your esports teams to play in big game tournaments and cost those people the tournament because they don't play the game. I did a videos where, like, esports, I did an esports rant. Esports is a joke in this game. Because they literally will be like, oh, hey, you're famous, let's bring you in. We know you've never really played, but, you know, we'll let you join a team. But then people like me, who've put 500 plus hours into this game, who get shitty solo queues, it's like, oh, I have to hit platinum before I can even be in there and solidly be in platinum to actually be able to do it. Okay, then I guess I just won't do that then. Which then almost kind of makes me not want to do comp all that much. Other than the, you know, occasional cool skin that you can get for comp. Which then it's like, well, once I hit gold, that's pretty much I'm happy. And then the rest of the time, guess what I'm doing? I'm living on quick match. Or I'm doing, like, you know, the PvE thing. Or 18 versus 18. These are the things I'm usually on right here. Something like these. All because this competitive is a joke. Competitive is a joke in Marvel Rivals. That's gonna be the video. Competitive is a joke. But that's it for the video, guys. Hopefully you all enjoyed that little rant. Go check out w.gg and use my code TacticalGaming90 for 10% off. Link and all that's gonna be in the comment section down below. Pin comment. Yeah, gaming is changing, and it doesn't look like it's changing for the better. That's for sure. I remember how esports first started, and like you were able to be almost anyone and just be good at playing the game to join a tournament. Tournaments used to be anyone can join. If you ended up being good, you ended up being good. Now, not the same. Now they just pick famous people to try to play a tournament. Hope they end up doing good. Usually not. But I digress. Take it easy, guys. Catch me for the next one. Later.